for the game, first of all?
Well, we were confident that we we matched up quite well with them size-wise. They weren't a big team, and they presented some problems with what they did offensively. But the team was confident as far as playing at home was a big factor.
How about the difference between, was there any difference in moods between the first half of the game and the second half of the game?
Well, we we did exactly the opposite of what we wanted to do in the second half. As far as we knew Hepner wasn't going to panic, and we knew that they were capable of scoring 2 or 3 touchdowns in the second half. So we knew we had to come out and play just as hard or harder in the second half. And unfortunately, we played on our heels and had to hang on. But fortunately, we played well enough in the second half and good football in the first half, and we got the win.
How about what was going through your head right before that, the attempt at the 2-point conversion right at the end of the game?
Well, we watched enough film and talked to enough coaches to know that they like to throw on their 2-point conversion. So we were set up for the play. We didn't know exactly where it was going to, but we had a pretty good idea they were going to throw. So that's why we called timeout. We called timeout to give our kids get them set up to defend that play, and actually we were pretty well set up. They did something that put a guy in motion and got us a little confused, but um, the kid was open, but we were close enough where the quarterback had to throw the ball a little bit high, and it went off the kid's fingertip. I saw visions of Kennedy flash through my head, like when we missed the extra point that we could have won the ball game, um, or actually tied the ball game if we would have converted. So we've been on the other side too, so it was a good deal for us.
So what was the feeling right after when the kid?
I was It was kind of, I had a mixed feelings because I was into the game, and I
Yeah,
was angry that it had to come down to that, because I felt like, gosh, I don't want. They had all the momentum. I felt if they would have converted, they would have been tough to beat in the overtime, and it was just a big relief. But then we were jumping around, and I still saw 18 seconds left on the clock, and I knew they were going to come at us with an onside kick, so it was immediately just back to work setting up our hands team. And
And it seemed like, from what I could tell after the game, even though there was the Gatorade was flowing and stuff, that you kind of kept the kids focused on the next step.
yeah, this is only round 2 of 4, and I think the ultimate goal is the state trophy. I think the reason maybe why this one got such maybe big headlines is because we've had the quarterfinal jinx, they've called it. We were 0 for 4 in the quarterfinals, and it was personally, it was kind of a big hurdle for our coaching staff that we wanted to get by that. And so I think that's why maybe by there was some initial celebration, but then everybody got right back to work and focused on the next game.
Who is next?
We play Regis out of Staten, the team that beat us in the quarterfinals last year, 25-6.
Is there any kind of scouting report?
We've got 3 films on them, and they're very similar what they did last year, although they have a new head coach. But he does most of the same things they did last year. We have the advantage of having played them last year and knowing some personnel, and then having the 3 films, so we'll be well prepared.
Do they have an advantage being closer to where they'll be playing?
Maybe the advantage is they played on the turf in the stadium last year in their semifinal loss to Dayton. So while everything will be kind of brand new to our kids, they'll have I guess the advantage from last year.
What kind of problems does playing on turf present?
Well, I think playing on turf is maybe the big equalizer. You don't want the field to be a deciding factor this time of year. You want it to be won by the best team, and so I think uh, for a team that has good speed like ours, I think turf may be an advantage. We've always kind of felt that we had pretty good team speed, so I guess we get to find out Saturday.
Now, there's been a lot of shoes bought this week. Is that something that you think is important?
We told the kids Monday that the turf that usually the stadiums had a shoe bank in the past and they could just loan them out. That's not the case anymore. That none of the turf stadiums have shoes available. The coaches and teams that I've talked to, most kids wear tennis shoes, and we stress that to our kids that they didn't have to go out and buy new shoes. But then again, I wasn't going to stop them if they wanted to. I think it's it's a real special thing, and if they want to go out and get them, great. But then again, I don't want parents to think that I've been telling everybody they have to go out and buy $80 shoes, because they can wear tennis shoes if they have good tennis shoes.
Did Champion help us out? Was it
Cascade Athletic and Rogue Valley Sports have both chipped in and sent some shoes up at some big discounted prices, and a lot of kids have taken advantage of that.
Do you? I just want to talk a little bit about kind of your career here. You've been here how many years?
Well, it's my 10th year teaching and my basically 8th year varsity coach, with the JV coach sandwich in between there.
Yeah, there's kind of those years where we cut.
Right. My first year we didn't have athletics at all, and then my second year we started from scratch with the JV programs in all the sports.
Do you think that was an advantage, being able to start from scratch?
I think so, and I think those kids had a lot of advantages. We were starting from scratch. We had that low pressure. We didn't have to go in there, and they had some success early on. I had a winning season. Got real excited about it. The younger kids saw that kind of success, and it kind of feeds off of it. Plus the fact that the budget went through, and we were able to buy some new equipment, and it was a real fresh start. It really felt like we were starting over. So those kids, they kind of paved the way, but it was kind of a neat deal for them.
You've gone to state several times, but like you said, this is the farthest you've gone.
We've gone. We've been 5-0 in our first round games, but we were 0-4 up to that point. So now we're 1-4.
What can you compare a team like this year's team to say the team with Nick Klein, Jeremy Kirkland?
Well, I
Do
think
you think this is the best team we've had, or are there other factors?
right. I don't know if it's really fair to compare teams. Each one is like special and unique in its own way. Some I feel may have been more talented than this year's team. What's
the difference?
This year maybe is maybe a little bit better balance than we've had as far as running and throwing and offensively.
Some of the years you had a lot of injuries too.
We got hit hard in one year we lost 2 or 3 running backs, and at this level, if that happens, you're hurting. But each team is unique. Maybe this team has got a little of that magic going for it that maybe some of the other teams didn't have. That's what I keep telling these guys. The bounce of a ball, the fingertips, that's some things that haven't happened in the quarterfinals to us before. So it's kind of, this team has been getting some breaks, and we're going to enjoy that as long as it goes.
How about, we've had some coaches here that have gone on to a lot of success in 3A and 4A, like at Junction City, coach there.
Mm-hmm.
And, are you planning on staying here, or you don't know, or would you ever, if like a job at Philomath, head coach there, or at KU, or someplace where kind of the old stomping grounds, would you think
Well,
about it?
my plans are, I'm thinking about Regis on Saturday at 2:30, and I've been real happy here, and it would take a special job, maybe 1 or 2 of the jobs in the state to get me away from, because I think we've got a lot of support here and a lot of great kids coming up, but I have no plans.
Anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.